How does antitrust compliance affect mergers and acquisitions? Imagine two companies planning to join forces. Before they do, they need to think about more than just the deal's price. They must consider antitrust laws that protect competition. These laws prevent companies from merging in ways that could harm consumers or block fair market play. When companies want to merge or buy another business, they often face scrutiny from agencies like the Federal Trade Commission and the Department of Justice. These agencies look at whether the deal might reduce competition too much or create a monopoly. The process starts with companies giving notice before completing the deal under something called the Hart-Scott-Rodino Act. This gives regulators time to review the potential impact. They check if the merger could lead to higher prices, fewer choices, or less innovation. If the regulators find the deal might harm competition, they can ask the companies to make changes or even block the deal altogether. This helps keep markets open and fair for everyone. Antitrust rules influence how companies plan their mergers. Firms with large market shares might face more questions or delays. To avoid problems, they might change how they structure the deal or focus on smaller markets. Sometimes, companies will agree to sell parts of their business to satisfy regulators. This is called a divestiture and helps keep competition alive. Recent rules have made it easier for regulators to block deals if they think there is a risk of harm. They now look more closely at how a merger could affect labor markets and potential competitors. Sometimes, regulators prefer to stop a deal outright rather than settle for promises that the companies will behave differently. But in some cases, they allow companies to settle by agreeing to sell assets or change parts of the deal. For businesses involved in mergers or acquisitions, understanding antitrust compliance is key. They need to do thorough reviews to spot risks early. This means preparing detailed reports for regulators and being ready to make adjustments. Following these rules helps avoid costly delays, lawsuits, or even deal cancellations. It also supports good corporate governance by ensuring that competition remains fair and consumers are protected. In the end, antitrust compliance shapes how companies approach mergers and acquisitions. It acts as a safeguard to prevent overly dominant companies from controlling markets. By following these rules, businesses can grow through mergers while staying within legal boundaries. This balance helps keep markets healthy, competitive, and fair for everyone involved.